Do you see little improvement in your skills? Or struggle to see how can you achieve the life you want to have and be the person you want to be? I'll give you 10 one-minute tips for motivating yourself to practice new skills and pursue your goals. Setting SMART goals will increase your chances of achieving what you want. In SMART model, S stands for specific. If your goal is vague, it's going to be hard to know if you've achieved it or not. M stands for measurable. Measurable goals help to track your progress, see the end, and feel the excitement of getting closer to your goal. A stands for achievable. Your goal should stretch your abilities but still remain attainable. R stands for relevant. Make sure that your goal matters to you, matches your other needs, and that this is the right time to pursue it. T stands for time framed. Clarify your deadline, as this will help you to prevent other tasks from distracting you. To keep pursuing your endeavors and improving your skills, link your goal to your values. If you can link your effort to something personally meaningful, you are far more likely to do it. Ask yourself a question. Why am I doing it? What matters enough to stretch my abilities and push myself past my comfort zone? How would doing this make a positive difference in my life? Am I going to be proud of myself for making this effort? Values provide motivation that helps to sustain the practice of new skills or the pursuit of challenging goals, even when the process is difficult, boring, tedious, and provokes anxiety or frustration. Remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. If your goal seems too big, divide it into small achievable steps. Changing habits requires time, patience, and repetition of new behaviors. Small steps are easier to achieve on a regular basis, which means we can set them more often, build off them, and constantly see ourselves getting better. Think about a step towards your goal and ask yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is I'll definitely do this and 0 is there is absolutely no chance I'll do this, how likely you are to actually do this? If you score less than 7, best to change the goal to something smaller but more achievable. Practice gratitude and appreciation for your effort. Acknowledge and cherish every little step in the right direction. Pay attention to what you are doing and notice what difference it makes in your life. Find ways to reward yourself for following through. Say to yourself, well done. Keep a record in a journal or report your progress to people that support you. Learn to notice getting caught up by excessive expectations and harsh self-judgments. Don't fight them. Accept that they are present, but don't let them distract you and drain you from your time and energy. Instead, practice self-compassion and refocus on your values and actions. Obstacles are inevitable, and failure is part of the process of pursuing your goals. If you are aware of the things that might go wrong, you are in a better position to prevent or manage them. Thinking about potential challenges early makes it more likely that you will find a solution or the right help. Some of the most common obstacles to the intended course of action are activities that compete with it for time and energy. In such cases, we can ask ourselves, what am I willing to give up or do less or say no to in order to free up time and energy for doing this? And if there is no possible way around an obstacle, then you will need to set a different goal and make room for disappointment, We avoid challenges because it makes us feel safe and comfortable and protects us from possible failures. But think about the cost of not following through with your plan of pursuing your goal and learning new skills. Gently ask yourself, if I continue doing the old thing instead of starting to do something new and different, what is it costing me with regard to my health, relationships, career, or my self-esteem? What am I missing out on? What will my life be like 1 year or 10 years from now if I keep doing the same thing? We all face choices between what's right and what's easy, and no one can predict the future or guarantee that we will be successful in our endeavors. The pursuit of meaningful goals puts us out of our comfort zone and almost always generates uncomfortable feelings. The practice of new skills is often boring, tedious, and takes a long time and comes with many setbacks and disappointments. If you want to achieve what you set out to, you need to be willing to make room for uncertainty, failures, anxiety, and other difficult feelings and thoughts. So ask yourself, am I willing to feel some discomfort in order to do what matters to me? There is a part of our mind that we can call a reason-giving machine. And as soon as we think about doing something that takes us out of our comfort zone, it comes up with all the reasons we can't do it or we shouldn't do it. Remember that this is normal. This is the mind trying to protect us from making efforts and experiencing difficult feelings. It will say that you have no time for it, it's not important, it's too hard, or you are tired, or you are not good enough. If we wait until the day our mind stops reason giving before we do the things that really matter in life, we'll never get started because there is always something. So when you notice that the reason giving part gets activated and becomes a barrier to action, first acknowledge it. Aha, here's the reason giving machine trying to protect me, and then gently come back to your values and goals. It's often difficult to work on achieving your goals in a vacuum, and having people to offer support and help will keep your motivation up while you're working toward your goals. You can get support from friends and family. If you tell everyone in your close circle what your plans are, you are more likely to follow through. Find a partner in striving. If you have a buddy who has a goal like yours, the two of you can be coaches, cheerleaders, and celebration partners to each other. There are also many groups out there of others striving for every goal imaginable. There are personal coaches, trainers, and other professionals who make it their business to help others succeed. These people are trained in the skills of helping people set the right goals and maintain motivation. It's very easy for us to forget what our goals are. So how can you create reminders? You can put messages or set up alerts on your computer, mobile phone, diary, or journal. You can ask people in your support network to remind you. You can stick up notes on the mirror, on the fridge or the car dashboard, on your watch strap, on a key ring, so that whenever you see these things, they remind you of your goals. You can use a recurring event to cue your new behavior. For example, you can plan to do something immediately after you wake up, when you drink your morning coffee, during your lunch break, after coming back home, or before going to bed, or at a certain hour.